Today, we recount the horrifying events surrounding the tragic murder of Tim McLean, a young carnival barker whose life came to a gruesome end on a fateful Greyhound bus journey through the desolate wilderness of Manitoba. On the evening of July 30, 2008, Tim McLean boarded Greyhound bus 1170, heading home to Winnipeg after working at a fair in Edmonton. Little did he know, this journey would become a nightmare beyond imagination. As the bus traveled along the Yellowhead Highway, a new passenger, Vince Lee, boarded at Erickson, Manitoba. Described as a tall man in his 40s, with a shaved head and sunglasses, Lee took a seat near the front before moving to sit beside Tim McLean. Witnesses recounted the horror that unfolded as Tim McLean slept with his headphones on, oblivious to the danger lurking beside him. Suddenly, Vince Lee produced a large knife and launched a savage attack, stabbing Tim repeatedly in the neck and chest. The bus driver pulled over, and passengers fled in terror as Vince Lee continued his frenzied assault. Attempts to rescue Tim were met with violent resistance, as Lee brandished his weapon and menaced those trying to intervene. Tragically, Tim McLean's ordeal did not end with his death. Vince Lee decapitated Tim and displayed his severed head to horrified onlookers outside the bus. Over the next agonizing hours, Lee mutilated Tim's body and consumed portions of his flesh, as well as pocketed his nose, ear, and tongue. The brutality of Tim McLean's murder defies comprehension. It's a stark reminder of the darkness that resides within the human soul. The Royal Canadian Mounted Police arrived on the scene and engaged in a tense standoff with Vince Lee, who showed no remorse for his heinous actions. Eventually, Lee was subdued and taken into custody. Meanwhile, the traumatized passengers were transported to safety, their lives forever scarred by the horrors they witnessed that night. Tim McLean's murder sent shockwaves through the nation, leaving a legacy of fear and disbelief in its wake. May we never forget the tragic fate of Tim McLean, and may his memory serve as a solemn reminder of the fragility of life. Until next time, stay spooky.